Well, my cat's crashing my fucking video. Pooja, come on. All right, so just wanted to do a quick overview and comparison to my new Tier 1 Concealed MSP for the Surefire X300 versus my one for the TLR7. Or the TLR1, I'm sorry, TLR1HL. So the first thing I noticed is these clips seem further apart on the TLR1 version than they do on the Surefire X300. And I thought initially it was because of my discrete carry concept clips on here, but I don't think it actually is. And just to show you, these are clear. I cleared them before I started the video, but just to, prove it. So I think they're actually wider. So if we look down this way, I haven't actually made this comparison yet. So let's see. Oh yeah, much wider. So if you line up, let's see, that one with that one kind of folded in, you can see it's a good bit narrower on the Surefire X300 version than it is on the TLR1. So something interesting to learn, something I didn't even think about being, a thing. I didn't think that'd be a possibility. I figured it was just the same basic mold with different light, but it makes sense now in hindsight looking at it. So something to maybe watch out for. Is that a big issue? For most people, probably not. For me, maybe more than most people. Maybe I'm just a bitch when it comes to holsters. Obviously, if you've seen any of my other holster videos, you know I'm pretty passionate about my 2-clip design holsters. But the only thing that bothers me about that is belt clip fitment in between here. That's the main, not the main reason, but a main reason that I like 2-clip holsters is because I can fit my belt buckle right in between here, so I can wear this dead center of my appendix carry, aka my torso, aka my crotch, that is the most comfortable for me, is right in the middle. So this helps with that a little bit more. Is it doable with this? Yeah, and also you can just slide the buckle over. The only other reason that I would want these wider, that isn't just for stability, is some buttons on pants are really thick and it'll push that fabric out. And even if you have the belt buckle over to the side, which it would probably be over on this side, that belt buckle or that button can push out and create kind of a weird layering here. So if you have a tucked in shirt, which that's another reason I like the Tier 1 stuff, is their clips allow you to tuck in a shirt behind these clips right here, so you can wear this with a tucked in shirt and still have your appendix carry holster. But that'll push out, and you see that when you have a tucked in shirt, you see the button pushing out. It looks weird, and it also looks fucking weird to have your buckle over here. So if you're gonna wear a tucked in shirt and you have a buckle to deal with, I suggest getting a belt that doesn't have a big buckle like that. I'm thinking about getting that Hunter Constantine belt from Tier 1 Concealed. I've watched a few videos on a few different belts, and seems like that's probably the go-to. Right now I rock just a stretchy belt from Academy with one of those classic metal clasps. You slide the belt in, pull it tight, and then fold the clamp down. And that's worked great. It's not the most stable, but it's stable enough. And so considering the Hunter Constantine one or the Tier 1 Concealed is like a metal band in the front with elastic in the back that seems, a little bit more secure than the elastic belt I have, I think that'd be perfect. It'll support a lot up front too, because another thing that these 2 clips tend to do is they do lean one way or the other, typically towards the handle with all the ammo in it. So and as you can see from the factory, just another thing to notice on on initial comparisons is the wing height in comparison to the belt clip. So obviously I have this adjusted perfectly for me, and I like that to ride at the very top of the clip, because that's where my pants are going to ride. That's where my belt line is going to be. If you have it here versus here, like sure, maybe this sags, maybe your belt. Well, no, that doesn't even make sense, because it would have to be higher. So, your belt sags and it comes up this way, and you're only catching the top half of that, if that makes sense. So, I got to do some adjustments to this. I'm probably gonna swap these discrete carry concepts clips over to this one. This is the holster I initially bought these for, because I was buying like my end all be all full size pistol rig, and I wanted the good clips, but these came before the holster did. I had to try them out, so that's why they're on my TLR1. That being said, they run really good on this, and I used this tonight, I am already missing my leather pad. I don't know if I'm going to make one for this. I might just try and lose some fucking weight. But you know, I think, you know, there's pros and cons to this. I think the pros outweigh the cons right now, but you know, you can see I'm just using like Hobby Lobby hardware, so it's not the most corrosion resistant, but you see what I'm saying. It's, you know, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to run that on this beautiful new holster or not. I'd have to drill holes and find a place to mark it. Sorry, knock the camera around there. But yeah, so far I like it. I've worn it for about an hour, and it's basically what I expected. It's really comfortable. Like I said, I need to make these adjustments. Probably going to go ahead and swap those over to here. Another reason that I think these would be good over here is because they do sit flatter. And since, well, I don't know, I was going to say since this one's candid, maybe it'd give me more room. It'd actually probably give me less room. But, you know, you can see how thick these stand off. And I think the Surefire is naturally a little bit wider light than the TLR1, given I don't think the holster really reflects that. I think they're about the same anyway. But I don't know. And I mean, there's just your general side-by-side. They're pretty similar. Let's see. Another thing I'm noticing right now, just looking at them, is this right here. This retention screw here is a little different. The shape's a little different. It's a little narrower over here. It's also a little narrower on this side. It looks like it doesn't sweep up quite as quickly. And maybe that's the difference between the Flex and whatever, but I don't think it is, because I'm pretty sure this Quick Ship is the same exact thing as the Flex. It just doesn't come with the magazine holder. Another thing I'm probably going to do is loosen the retention on this magazine holder a little bit. It looks like it's just done mostly with this, or a lot of it's done with that shock cord there. But I'm also going to move this up. This ride's a little low, and I think that'll help a little bit with comfortability and everything. So yeah. But man, I think I chose good color-wise. You know, I got the Quick Ship the first time because I was impatient. Well, I've got a holster now, so I didn't have to be quite as impatient, and I could customize my own. And this is the Coyote Brown and the tan shock cord. The color in the video right now is pretty true to life. That's probably about as true to life as it's going to get. I can change the temperature. Yeah, that's obviously not going to be, well, once my camera adjusts, maybe it will. You know, I don't know, that's pretty close. Let me go a little warmer. I think that's probably, once I adjust, I don't even know if it's adjusting. That might be a placebo. It looks like it's adjusting. Let me dim this down a little bit, or bring the brightness down. There you go. That's a little better there. Can I lock that? Let me see. That looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in there. That looks really good. I'm going to have to start doing my videos like this. So yeah, I'm happy with it though, man. I like it. I like Tier 1 concealed stuff. I actually have a third Tier 1 concealed holster. I might have a problem on the way for my P01 with my TLR7A, and an extra magazine for that as well. That's the Axis Slim. So that will give me probably the widest berth between my clips out of all three. And I think that's going to be really comfortable. So I'm excited to try that out. And, you know, if I don't like it, I kind of will be shit out of luck. If I wanted something that's not got the magazine holder, I guess I might be able to order something from Tier 1 Concealed, but I probably just have to buy a new holster for the P01. But, you know, we'll see when that comes in. So, but yeah, they look pretty good with the pistols in them. And I will say, so you see my TLR1 sliding in here, right? And maybe this isn't adjusted quite right, but I don't have much more room to tighten retention on this, and you don't hear it click, nothing. It just slides in, and it retains fine. Never had an issue with it at all. Love this holster. I bought a fucking second one. But listen to the Surefire click in. And I don't know if it's because of the big ass thumb screw on this or what. And my dumb ass forgot to tighten that down. But listen to this. So it slides in, right? Slides in, right? Oh man, that just slides in and clicks in so nice. So like the retention on this is definitely it's definitely more positive, obviously, than the TLR one. So you know, I'm not super picky about that. After it's retained in there though, you got a little bit of rattle. Let's see with this one. Ooh, much less rattle, and that may be, oh my god, significantly less rattle. So there you go. There are your trade-offs in real time. It's not the leather making the difference. Obviously, I've got it pulled away from the gun. Very little play in there, but no click. So very little play, Just it slides right in, and this has significant amounts of play, but it has that very positive retention click in. Do I think either of those details matter at all? Fuck no. They really don't matter at all. As long as the holster's comfortable and it holds the pistol in, you're going to be good. Do I think that's going to bother somebody? Maybe, probably not though. What's bothered me more than that, I will say, is when my magazine's in here and it's loaded down. You know, Glock mags have a tendency to rattle. I hear that, but we'll get over that. That's not a big deal. People aren't going to be listening to my ball sack or anything, so I'm not really worried about people leaning in, putting an ear up to my dick, and and hearing my fucking bullets rattle around in my fucking holster. So not super concerned with that. So anyway, that's it. That's pretty much. Oh, I'll show you what you get with the Tier 1 concealed holster. So they give you, it's a pretty premium, like, unboxing. So I did it off camera, but they give you this bag. They always come in a drawstring, or my last two did, and they don't keep it in the drawstring, but in the box that it comes in, obviously you get the drawstring. You also get, and I ordered this wedge. Not sure if I'm going to use it on my new holster yet, just considering it fits a little bit different than my TLR1. I probably will, because it does add a little bit of comfort. It just puts a barrier between this hard plastic and your, you know. Also came with a couple stickers. I got the same two as I got last time, except the one I got last time that was this style was red. I ordered the Loctite with it because I'm a piece of shit and I always lose my little bottles of blue Loctite, and it's also nice to have. Like, I throw one of these in my range bag or my range box that I take to the range. Right now I've got one wrapped up in a paper towel. I'll probably take that one out, keep it here at home, and then put this brand new one in my range bag. That way it's kind of an emergency one and it doesn't get messy. It hasn't been opened before, you know, that kind of thing. So I'll also highly suggest that. I've had my Holliston come loose twice on me at the range, not to any fault of the dot or the gun or anything, just my dumb ass forgetting to put new blue thread locker on there, or wanting to get the optic mounted and saying to myself, I'll go put, you know, Loctite on it later and I don't. So, but yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much the whole unboxing for the Tier 1 concealed stuff. Put that in the bag, put that back in the bag. Oh, and another thing. So this has been an exciting mail call day and a fucking depressing one, because I got my MSP holster, but I also got my VZ grips for my P01, and these are fantastic. They are beautiful, high quality. I've heard people having problems with them flexing. Absolutely not. These are not going to flex on you. Obviously, they got the VZ logo in the bottom. I will say this logo looks a lot more, you know, defined and deeper than this one. Does it fucking matter? No. And, you know, each side, it'd help if I hold them the right way up. I was going to say each side looks a little different, but they don't. They're the fucking same. I'm just an idiot holding it upside down. So they look great. They're the exact color that I imagine. This is the gray and black. If you're thinking about getting some of these VZ grips, this is the color to expect. And yeah, they look pretty much exactly like I expected. Maybe I'd want a little more bluish gray. Excuse me. I'm trying to like replicate the grips that come factory on the man, what am I trying to say? Rock Island Armory 1911 9mm that we have at the shop. They're very similar to this. They're actually almost identical. It's the same exact pattern, just the colors are, that gray's got a little more blue in it, but I think this is going to look just as good. I might end up liking these more. And to go back, to circle back to why I said this is a exciting and depressing mail call. I got these grips. I've probably been more excited about these grips than anything else, even my new holster, because I think these really kind of make the P01 look so much better. My dumbass, and I thought it was VZ's fault, and I was ready to jump down their fucking throats, but I looked back, and it was my dumbass that ordered them for the CZ75, not the fucking compact. And that is CZ75. O2 is Operator 2, and that is... what is that? Black gray, yeah. So, and I guess if I lock my my thing over here, I can't hold it. I have to zoom in. But anyway, So my dumbass ordered the wrong grips. I emailed them. I emailed customer service or info at VZ Grips or whatever, and just asked them what the easiest process was to exchange these. And, you know, my cats are going fucking crazy. So I may end up just buying the right ones that I need and then sending these back separately. It depends on how he comes at me. They gave me a 15% off my next purchase coupon when I got these. So, I mean, hey, I don't want to play the system, but I'm just saying, if I can return these for a full refund and use that 15% off on the correct pair that I actually want, might do that. Or I'll just order some for my 1911. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably be honest. I'll probably do the right thing. Probably. And swap these out, pay full price for them, and then take that 15% off they sent me and use it for a set for my 1911. Or I can't remember, VZ was the people that had some for the GP100. I could get one set for my GP100 too. So, well, that's it for the mail call today. I'm slowly getting stuff in. I kind of went on a shopping spree here not long ago. Obviously with the PMM comp, this, another holster, my VZ grips, my Cajun Gunworks parts for my CZ, just the guide rod in the spring. There's a few other things, and that's the problem with ordering a bunch of shit at once, is trying to remember where the fuck you ordered everything from and when it's supposed to be here. So gonna try and make videos as it comes in, just because it's exciting to me and I want to share this shit with somebody. Oh, moving my whole table there. And yeah, so be looking out for that kind of stuff. And I will keep you up to date on the customer service at VZ Grips. I have no doubt that they're going to be great. They're out of Tallahassee. You know, some great Florida men down there. And, and, you know, I'm just a state away. So I think, you know, they got these to me relatively quickly. It took, you know, a few days, but I don't think I paid anything for shipping either. Don't quote me on that. But, you know, as far as quality wise, these are amazing. I would not, if you're on the fence, I saw, who is it? That KB guy, KB2 something on YouTube. If you watch a lot of GunTube, you probably know who I'm talking about. Not Kit Badger, but it's actually like KB something. It's, I think he's got like red hair. Anyway, he had a video about these VZ grips. It's like 3 years old, and he said they flexed. I don't see how these would flex. I haven't been able to mount them on the gun. He said they flex up here at the top, and he got some thinner ones maybe, but anyway, I don't think, if there was a quality control issue before, which I don't think there was, I think it was just somebody being picky, there isn't anymore. So yeah, highly recommend these. I haven't put them on, but you know, you can get a feel for them, a feel for the quality and the grip. And this ridging in the back is pretty sharp and aggressive, and the divots, the golf ball texture in the front, or like the Loke bogey texture in the front, is really aggressive. But for the most part, it's not going to be any worse than a stipple job, especially this back portion here that's going to rub against your skin most, because it's just lines going this way. It's not like a crosshatch. So anyway, before this video gets too long, oh yeah, I want to talk about the guy that posted on fucking Bobby Dynamite's video. He commented and he said something like, "Wow, I got into a fight with your girlfriend and then immediately went to play with your guns." Not a good look or some shit. Dude, that shit is so fucking funny to me. I know it pissed Bobby off, and it's fine. Like, no, it would piss me off too. Not that it's fine, but I'm just saying, I was dying fucking laughing. So if you haven't seen that video, I think it's his most recent one. Go watch that shit. It's really fucking funny to hear Bobby fucking lay into this motherfucker. And I feel the same way, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that guy was picturing Bobby going to his pistol like, oh fuck. See, there you go. That retention is pretty nice. Bobby's sitting there going like, that fucking motherfucker, I'm gonna, she's gotten under my skin for the last time. Man, if I could just get my fucking hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he is imagining. He's, like Bobby said, he's a gun owner, not a villain, or whatever, a gun enthusiast, not a villain. Like, it's just crazy to me that some people see somebody that's interested in guns or firearms and immediately villainize them and turn them into something they're not. Like, oh, you must like violence if you're into guns. Like, absolutely not. I actually hate violence. That's why I have a gun, because it's the fucking equalizer. I'm not trying to fight somebody if I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, you know, this also keeps your head cool if you're like anything like me. And I think Joe Rogan said this before, where, you know, he talks about learning martial arts, which is something I feel like I need to do. And I feel like everyone should learn how to, like, you know, defend themselves other than with guns or whatever. But because you're not always going to be, you know, the fastest to the draw, maybe. But he says that when you know martial arts like that and you know you can beat the fuck out of somebody, it's a lot easier to let shit go, because you know something they don't. You know that if, you know, this situation goes the wrong way, it's not going to be you that's the victim. It's going to be them that victimizes themselves. Not going to say you make them the victim because you know how to fight and they started some shit with you. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, guys. So I think carrying a gun kind of gives me that same comfort. So, you know, I feel like I can let shit go a lot easier because, you know, also I want to be as least confrontational as possible. It is like my worst nightmare to shoot somebody. It's the last thing I want to do. Me knowing myself, I can't live with that guilt. I'm not built for that. I'm not built to take people's lives, you know. You know, if somebody were to rob me, you know, if I had somebody that come up and tried to mug me in the street and they don't have a weapon and I can kind of just give them my fucking wallet, because who the fuck cares if you have my wallet, I'll cancel all my cards and shit. You know, if I can de-escalate the situation by just giving them something, I probably will. If they have a gun pointed at me, it's a different story. Or if they have a knife to me, it's a different story. You know, I'm going to be more inclined to defend myself. But if I can defuse the situation without resorting to pulling my gun, I mean, it's going to be the last resort. My life's got to be on the line, because that's not a battle I want to fight. You know, courts, my guilt, you know, that's not something I ever want to do. So, you know, and that I feel like is how a lot of gun owners are. And for somebody to come on to Bobby's video and say, you know, what they said, it's really fucking ignorant. And Bobby mentioned that. He said, you're ignorant. And that's exactly right. He's very fucking ignorant. He must be a pretty fucking sheltered motherfucker to assume that people that own, it's like assuming anything about any group of people. It's fucking stupid. You know, but whatever, you know, that's the world we live in. And it's probably never going to fucking change. So stay strapped or get clapped. Anyway, all right. So I'm rambling. I'm going on way too long. I don't have the iPad in here with me right now or charged up to go over any comments. But I mean, the video's at this point probably too fucking long anyway. But that's pretty much it. Tier 1 Concealed, I can vouch for their quality again. This is a great holster. It seems like it's gonna suit my needs just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and configure this and take these clips off, move them to here, put on the Loctite and everything, and call it a day. Move this magazine up a little bit, and yeah, get it form fit to me. Probably put that wedge on as well. So, but thanks for watching, guys. You know, if you have any questions about any of these holsters, leave them in the comments. Just for full transparency, I think I paid $140 something for this one before I got the clips for it. I think I paid like $30 for these clips total. They're like $12 a piece. It's kind of ridiculous, but it comes with hardware and shit, so that's nice. And then this was like $161. It's ridiculously expensive, and that's without the clips. The clips would have added a couple more bucks. This is creeping up on a $200 holster once these clips are on there. Do I think that's okay? Not at all. This isn't worth $200 to me. I mean, it is, but it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? There should be either more options, or this should just not cost as much. But I'm not going to compromise on carrying my pistol and the comfort and stuff. I'm going to buy what's going to work best for me. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I wouldn't really suggest this to somebody that can get away with a single clip holster. Like, if you've seen my rants, like I said, I wish I could rock a single clip holster, a cheapo, you know, Vetter or something, but they just don't. You know, and I've got a crossbreed that I like, and that was only $80, so you can go that route. But, you know, for a full size, and the way I see it, this can fit any gun that I put this weapon light on. So these are good. These are universal. As long as the gun can take a TLR1 or a Surefire X300, I've got a holster for it. So it's worth it in that aspect. But all right, I'm rambling again. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.